Well, 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 what have we here? It would appear that we have a two-handed weapon. So, let's go to Act 2 here. I was messing around in Act 3 earlier. We'll get there eventually. Eventually. But we're going to go back to Act 2 for now. Oh, I'm so golden. So golden. So, yeah. So, I got a new weapon to test my bells with. And it looks like this. Pretty fantastic. This is exactly what you want if you want to drop bells. There's a big fat piece of shit with a bunch of crit damage and a bunch of dexterity on it. You'll pardon me for a minute while I take a sip. Ah, delicious. Angry Orchard once again. So anyway, all my gear is the same, so we don't need to go over that. But we will talk about the build. So this is essentially the build that I had when I was using the two one-handers. Now, if you want, you can swap out one of these passives, either Exalted Soul or Chant of Resonance. I would recommend keeping Exalted Soul because the maximum spirit at 100 is really good for this build. But you could swap out Chant of Resonance for the Guardian's Path, and you'll do more damage per hit. But I actually prefer to keep Chant of Resonance. Oh, I gotta whisper. What do you think of D3's story? What the fuck? It's a Diablo game. I don't know what I think of its story. Diablo's a girl and stuff. I guess I did really like when Tyrael became a dude on the Angel Council or whatever. That was pretty sweet, I guess. But you know, the rest of it, whatever. It's Diablo. Anyway, so yeah, if you hit more often or whatever, like attack more frequently, then this can be good. But I find the regen to be better because basically what happens is that you just go group to group and you just kill them really quickly. So you don't necessarily attack enough to make this viable. If you had like a fast two-handed weapon that you like swung more with, then that would be good. But anyway, and then Deadly Reach will hit you up. So like my base DPS right now is 43,000 with this weapon. And if I put my Breath of Heaven on, it goes up to 50. And when I get my 3 attacks, 1, 2, 3 with Deadly Reach, it'll hit me up to 58k. So 8k more damage basically. Which is pretty good, but I actually find that because you attack slowly with this, which it's not as bad as it looks because it just does so much damage, but it is worse with the two-hander because like if there's multiple enemies when you have two one-handers, like just for example, let's put these guys on. You can kind of like direct it and like hit multiple guys because you're swinging a lot, you know? But with a two-hander, you're not really going to be doing that because it's a big fat two-hander. So, and I do more damage with this anyway than I would with the two one-handers. So I actually like what I'm using right now that I like is Mangle, because if there are a couple little mobs in front of you, this just obliterates them all in one hit. Like they're dead. They're 1 or 2 hits maximum, and it has such a wide sweeping arc that it just works much better with a two-handed weapon. It makes the weapon not seem so slow because you are in fact hitting like all the enemies around you at once. So that's incredibly good. You hit a couple enemies at once with Deadly Reach, but not enough unless they're standing in a straight line. So Crippling Wave is way better. The 8k damage honestly does not make that big of a difference because you're already hitting so freaking hard. It's ridiculous. So, and then before we get going, I also did want to talk about possible aura differences. So you really probably wouldn't want any more of these. Submission I find to be really good with tank builds that want to use Mantra of Conviction, but you really just want the big individual hits. So overall, it's probably the only one you're going to want for Conviction. But if maybe your gear's not so good, but you still want to drop bells on people, there's actually a good Mantra of Healing alternative, and it's Circular Breathing, because if you look at that, it gives you 3 spirit per second. Let's just show you how fast this does regen. Oh, sorry, I don't have it on. There we go. So that's 3 spirit per second from the aura, 3 spirit, and then 3 spirit per second from my passives. So that's actually really fast regen, and you know you get the health too. So that's good, but you know obviously, ideally, overall is what you're gonna want. And then the last thing I want to talk about is that some people have swapped either Blinding Flash or Serenity out for 7-sided strike, and that's definitely viable. I don't personally like it because I find that I end up needing the invincibility and the healing that Serenity adds more than I need the damage of 7-sided strike, because 7-sided strike is a 30-second cooldown, and I'd rather just spend my spirit on dropping bells. But if you look at 7-sided strike now, you can get sudden assault, and it does just an obscene amount, 2,309% weapon damage. It's crazy. But keep in mind that it is over 7 strikes, so it's not actually going to hit that hard per mob unless there's only one mob, which is good on like a boss. But then it's also a 30-second cooldown. So I just don't like the cooldown, but it is good for like elite packs. You know, you can drop it, be invincible, hit him, kill him. And it probably does a little bit more damage than Blinding Flash does, but Blinding Flash only has a 15-second cooldown, and it only costs 10 spirit, so you don't end up wasting your spirit for what you could on a bell. But we're going to just since I've already done this build as it is, basically, we'll use 7-sided strike in place of Serenity. I might die. I'm not really sure. Act 2's not that hard, but I'm just used to playing with Serenity. So, at any rate, let's draw some bells! So, big two-handed weapon, big bells. We don't care about this guy. Help! Please help me! Yeah, we just don't care. Sorry, buddy. But you can see, like, when you attack, like, just the actual attack damage. Look at that. That's a 200k crit just on that guy. There's a 150k. And it's just like your normal attack. So it doesn't matter that you attack this low. 60k without without critting. It doesn't even matter, because you just one-shot most things anyway. Like, even these big guys, it's like 2-3 hits at most. So it's pretty awesome. But this is kind of what I'm talking about. When you get surrounded, it's what makes Crippling Wave so much better. And you could use, if you were like suffering on health a little bit, you know, or survivability. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. All right, let's do 7-sided strike with Blinding Flash. So you can see that doesn't actually hit that hard when there's multiples. It's not as exciting. So I do prefer the big bell. Yeah, that's way more exciting, right? I mean, come on. That's like 100 times more exciting. Oh, but see, then that happens. Then you get stuck in a frozen because you're talking to your YouTube friends and you die. So anyway, I hope that illustrates why I don't like 7-sided strike. Obviously, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm going to turn it off here, because if I had Serenity, I would have just killed them. It would have been fine. I'm not saying it's like ass. There are a lot of builds that it works with. You can certainly build around it. I guess it's a preferential thing. But I would much rather just be able to be invincible while I'm dropping bells on people that do more damage. Unless there's only one guy, and then it won't. But yeah, it's just not it's not that good. That's kind of what I wanted to show you. I'm actually glad that that happened. So I'm not going to have a lot of spirit here to drop the bells since I just spawned with none. But that's okay. We'll go finish off what we started now that we have our invincible move. I don't know how you can play this character without Serenity, to be perfectly honest. It's pretty tough. Alright, should be right down here. What's up, buddies? How you doing? It's Desecrator. I was probably like frozen in a desecration. Okay. Alright, Serenity. Boom! And there you go. That's why that's so much better. Like, you just draw them in. You draw in the monsters, and obviously there are only 2 of them there, but you draw them in, you group them up, you hit Blinding Flash for the extra damage, you just go invincible and drop bells. So, like, normally Serenity is kind of like your oh shit button, but it doesn't even need that. It's like, it allows you to get past the survivability issue. Oh wow, that's a pretty good bow. Man. Yeah, look at that bow. I'm going to have to give that to a wizard friend. Not like super amazing, but it's got life on hit and some or maybe a witch doctor would probably be good. Well, I guess they probably want offhands. I don't know. You could put it on a demon hunter too, even though there's no dexterity. I'll take that bow. Nice. Nice. So anyway, more two-handed bell drops. So yeah, use 7-sided strike, you know, at your leisure. If you have better defensive gear than me, maybe you might want it. Just for an added damage move, I guess. But I still, yeah, I don't really like it. It costs too much spirit for it being a 30-second cooldown. Like, if it was the same move it is, and I could just use it every 30 seconds, sure. But it costs 50 spirit in addition to having a 30-second cooldown. That seems ridiculous to me. Ooh, treasure goblin. Oh, he went immune. Damn it. All right, hang on. I'll get him. No. Boo! Yeah, there we go. Wasn't immune to that one. That is also one of the nice things about this, is that treasure goblins just don't even stand a chance. They stand no chance. You're going to blow them up in about 2 hits maximum. I'm pretty sure that guy would have got 1 shot if he didn't go invincible on my first hit. Because, you know, they do that. Those bastard little treasure goblins, they go invincible. Okay. If you'll pardon me, I'm kind of moving my microphone over. It was in an awkward position.
Help! Please
Please help me! I decided that I'm never going to help that guy again because all he ever does is spawn a bunch of white mobs and then give you, like, a spontaneous white dagger. Like, I'm just going to leave him on that pole for every patch, just on principle, until he gives me a good item. Oh, here we go. Okay, got him in here. Oh, hey, guys. Just dropping bells, don't mind me. So ridiculous. So ridiculous. This two-handed weapon, I'm just gonna, like... I'm sure you could probably get a better one than this. Oh, and I meant to talk about the price, actually. Nah, those aren't that good. The price of this, it was only 2 million gold. 2 million! Look at that. 2 million gold? Because nobody wants two-handed weapons. So, like... Oh, here we go. Oh, it didn't crit. That's okay. That's alright. I had to swipe him once. Oh, God, get away. Get away from the kamikaze demons. No! No! Are there any more? There are. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Okay, we gotta bell him. Alright, we're good. Everything's okay now. Anyway, yeah, nobody wants two-handed weapons because there's no good builds for them until now. I think, you know, if you had defensive gear, you could totally run this build in Act 3. Like, I can run Act 3 in my tank gear, but, and, like, the damage for this is fine in Act 3, but depending on, like, the monsters that I run into, some of them kill me really fast because, you know, I only have, like, 600 res, or 700 res and 4,000 armor. It's pretty low. My health's low. So, with my tank spec, I have, like, 800 all res and then, like, you know, like 10,000 armor and, like, 45k health or some crap. Oh, I didn't get a crit. It's unfortunate. Yeah, if you don't get a crit, you know, you have the misfortune of having to two-shot people. I know it's really... it's really disheartening when you have to click them twice, but, you know, you'll live. But, yeah, maybe if you did, you know, some of the less energy regenerated passives with some armor, you could make this work in Act 3. But then it would be harder to drop bells as consistently, so it wouldn't, you know, it wouldn't actually be as fast as it is. If I could find my stacks here, I'd love to find Zoltun Kulle and kill him. Because these runs, actually, if you get your stacks quickly, if you can find elites to kill, you get your stacks extremely quick. Oh, yeah, Frenzied Shrine. 61,000. And we attack fast? Look at this nonsense. Can you imagine if you had this attack speed normally? Oh, there's some. Okay, what? Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Bells! Bells! Bells. That was 3 bells. I think he had... I don't even know what mods he had, actually. You'll rewind the YouTube video and pause it, and in the comments, let me know if he had extra health or shielding, or if I just got unlucky hits or something. Because I don't know what modifiers packs have anymore. I just killed him. But you can see there, you know, why the Serenity is really necessary if you're going to spend all of your points on offensive stuff. Having a move that makes you be invincible is invaluable. You know, because you've got to have really good gear to maintain this level of damage and have survivability with it. But that's okay. We're glass cannoning or glass polearming if you'll allow it. So yeah. Okay. I think this is all we're gonna get out of the old Dalgur Oasis. There might be some stuff down here. Maybe. Oh, there he is again. Someone help me! Nope. Fuck you, buddy. I do not care. Oh, really? Do I have to? There we go. Stupid hitbox. Yeah, I think we're done. Okay, now we gotta get rid of these guys. Okay, on to the next zone. I will get my 5 stacks just to show you guys it's doable in Act 2 with this gear level. Where do we want to go? Let's go to... Oh, you know where we can go? Actually, there's the... yeah, I should have just gone into the damn vault. I was right by it. I'm kind of retarded. Pardon my stupidity. That's what I should have done. Oh, it's not a vault, is it? Oh, I'm even dumber now, because that's not even what I thought it was. It's a rotting cellar. Apparently I didn't find any of the vaults. They're probably, I don't know, up there somewhere. Whatever. Let's go to... let's just go to the mines. Yeah. see what we can find in the mines. Hey, there's our first pack. Okay, guys. Alright, next Nephilim Valor stack. Moving right along. Oh, these guys are kind of a bitch. Because they run and you don't have like a charge with this build or anything, which I love. Dashing Strike, I love Dashing Strike, but you know, this build's all about damage, it's not really about mobility, so I didn't go with it. We got some boots. Let's see what kind of boots we have. Let's identify the boots. I don't know why I'm identifying everything right now, but let's do it. Alright, one more stack before we kill Zoltun Kulle. Those bugs are the worst. Is there anything down here? Across the bridge? Oh, there should be, right? Yeah, there should be. Because that... Yeah, that's... Alright. Sorry, it's been a little while since I did these parts of Act 2. I've been in Act 3 with my tank spec for a little while. I'll probably make a video of that as well pretty soon. Someone asked me for that the other day. Oh, here we go. Was that like 400k on those guys? Oh, I can't believe they didn't die. Cannot believe that they didn't all die. Oh, he must have run away. Okay, whatever. Later! Alright, there's our 5 stacks. It just seems... when I go back to my tank spec, it's just going to seem surreal. Why does this all take so long? I don't get it. They should all just be dead right now, shouldn't they? I don't understand. Oh, let's get our spirit up here a little bit. Hang on. Build some spirit on these generic mobs. Let it recharge. It'll recharge on its own, but it'll go even faster if we attack these little bastards. Oh, now I'm just gonna have to spend spirit because it's too tempting not to. Too tempting not to. Oh, Paragon level 3, I'll take it. Oh, they're Avenger. Bye-bye. Okay. I'm right back to where I was with spirit. I guess that's not too bad. Oh, I got 3 rares off those guys? That's pretty awesome. Alright, this will be enough. We can go kill Zoltun. Yep. Let's go get him. I'll check these items real quick. Terrible. This is gonna be terrible, and so is this, isn't it? Yep, terrible. Terrible. I found 2 legendaries so far. Neither of them have been good. Alright, basically what I do in here is I just try and get his 2 minions together, because they drop the rocks and I just want to get rid of them quickly. Okay. Minions dead. Moving on to the man himself. I gotta get out of here. Sometimes you can get Zoltun with his minions, like in your first initial big hit, and other times you have to kind of do this and you gotta kind of play with them a little bit afterwards. It's still really fast though. But if you can get like all 3 of them grouped up, you can totally kill them all in that initial burst that you do. It's just so fast. And then thankfully Blizzard made it to where you can freaking teleport out of here. So, anyway, in the interest of cutting, I'm going to identify these items, just making sure things go quickly for everybody. I do have a tendency to ramble. Alright, well, that's my 2-handed update to, since I was telling you what this build can do with a 2-handed weapon. It's even more ridiculous. Thanks for watching. Drop some bells. Go forth and drop bells. Bells!